Hi traders, Mr. Golden is on the line. Well, we continue our test. This is a challenge to go from $1,000 to $10,000 in one business week. That is, during the 7 working days through which I will be trading. Well, 3 days of the challenge are over. We managed to increase our balance from $1,000 to actually $3,000. That is, to make X3 before the starting deposit. Well, I will start. I will start, of course, with an increase in risk. I will increase the risk to $500 per trade. Why? Because firstly, we already have a buffer. Strength. That is, our balance has already grown significantly. And in order for us to pull back even the starting amount, we'll have to lose 4 deals in a row, which sounds very unrealistic. Therefore, in order to achieve goals faster, and purely because of that, I can afford to do it by increasing the risk up to $500 per trade, which will be exactly 17% of my deposit. Relevant for now. How will we trade? Same as traded before, using RSI and market logic. So what do we need to do first? First, we need to activate the indicator. It is located here in the Indicators folder, RSI. Click here. And let's stretch it. A little more to make it clear. To configure it. All right, it is not necessary. That is, it is automatically configured here. Level 70, 50, and 30. That's all we need. Okay. So let's get started. What are we looking for? Of course, we are looking for either an oversold price or an overbought price. And starting from this, we implement short-term positions. That is, from 4 to 8 minutes maximum. This is the essence of this strategy. Also, we pay attention to the RSI divergence, which I talked about earlier when opening our deals. So let's get started. We analyze the chart on a 15-minute time frame, as we always do. Let's start looking for some assets that fit our logic. And we will open positions. Yes, this moment. The USD asset. This is an OTC pair. Sorry guys, it's visible somewhere by accident. I didn't click there. This happens too. It's normal. It's live. Odd JPI. We do not demonstrate anything. GBP. It is also in the middle of the range, meaning further movement is unclear to me, at least for this trading strategy. Odd, USD is approaching an oversold level, but still far enough away to make any trading decisions. Yes, here we had an overbought level reached, 4 minutes. The short position has gone. So what was I relying on? First, a long-term long trend. This is the first thing I noticed. Secondly, we interacted with the overbought zone, that is, with the level of 70, from which we can get a short reaction. If we switch to the 5-minute time frame, we can see that when interacting with level 70, we had a primary shorting reaction, after which we bought it back, thereby rebalancing this fair value gap as inefficiency. And from it, they manifested again. There was more interest, which in principle should lead our position to the win. From the current targets, we have this low, the inefficiency under this low, which has formed, well, the minimums are equal to AQ low, but they are not so important for me. It is important for me that the price renews this minimum, and we can say that it has reached the primary target. Let's see how this position ends, and then I'll join. We have already tested this strategy in the VIP channel. If you want to follow our work, the link to Telegram is in the description. There are 20 seconds left until we finish practicing our position. For now, the position is holding below the entry point, which suits us. As I said, the primary goal for me was the given minimum, which we successfully achieved. So the price fulfilled what I set for this position. Now you will have to wait for the completion of practice. 1 profit. Yeah, not too sure, but it's a profit. And I described earlier that the primary goal for us will be this minimum, where in principle, after entering with this shortcut movement, we reached it. Okay, let's continue. Yes, if this situation has already worked itself out, let's look at other assets. Perhaps there will be somewhat better and more solid positions for us. GBP, CHF approaches the oversold zone, however. It still does not reach it. Let's keep this asset for quick access so that you can click on it at any second and look at the actual situation. If we take USD CHF here, it does not interact with anything that we are interested in. Yes, let's look further. At first, as I switch between the charts, I pay attention to the RSI indicators. After that, I look directly at the graph and assess the situation, if it looks logical or not, whether it can be interacted with or not. GBP, odd was interacted with level, overbought, but the short movement has already worked itself out. Therefore, I do not see the relevance of this position. EUR, CAD is approaching an oversold level. We will also save it for quick access. Odd, THF, 4 minutes up. What do I see on AUD CHF? Interaction with the oversold level. Here we have a primary reaction to interaction. There is an inefficiency of 15 minutes higher. It will look like this. This inefficiency will appear. It is like a potential target for our position, maybe a bit late entry. But let's watch. Here is the interaction. First minute impulse long candle, after what the asset showed a pullback. Where would it be exactly? It is appropriate to implement the position, however. Since we enabled this asset, we could not realize the position on this pullback. Therefore, already after absorbing this short impulse, we enter the position for 4 minutes. That is, a short-term position, in order to achieve this inefficiency of 15 minutes. Let's wait for the completion of practice. If you have any questions about this strategy, feel free to write to us on Telegram. We actively communicate there, discussing deals and sharing our experience. Actually like the formation of these candles now, meaning we once again made a short impulse to this inefficiency, where it was immediately bought back. Therefore, I would take another repeat position, purely because of how the price is shaping up. That is, look, I will draw now so that it will be more clear to you. I'll mark it here. Here it is. Here we were entering the position. Then there was a short candle against us, then a short impulse, which removed the given low and delivered the price to the given inefficiency of the minute value. After that, there was redemption right away. So we have a rather high priority of long positions at the moment. Accordingly, I decided to implement another position again. Yes, we have 5 seconds remaining in the first position. It is closing with us. In profit? I think in profit. Yes. First position closed in profit, second in process. 3 minutes to go. The target is still relevant and the same. This is a given inefficiency. Let's see how it works. I publish these signals daily in the Telegram channel. It's all free. Join us. The link is below the video. Well, there are 40 seconds left until we finish practicing the position we were picking. As we can see, our entry point is pretty good. From above, we have additionally formed KAI levels that stimulate the price to rise. This is basically what is happening live now. The target is still relevant, so if this position is closed in profit, I will consider that the daily take profit has been reached, and it will be possible to stop there. However, we still have to wait for the position to close in profit. We have 10 seconds left. We have a 9 pips lead, which isn't much, but looks solid. 3, 2, 1. Profit. Great, friends. Well, the 4th day of trading in this marathon, we earned $4,000. I think this is a great result. $8,000 every day, and so we'll reach $10,000 pretty quickly. Plus, we use compound interest. What does this mean? As our balance sheet grows, so does our exposure to the deal. Therefore, it is quite possible to reach $10,000 within 7 days, starting with $1,000. As you can see, the price continues to move towards this inefficiency as our potential target that I indicated earlier. All I use is the RSI indicator and live market and formation logic. In principle, I have everything for today. See you in the next video. See you soon. By the way, we also have a Telegram channel where you'll find a lot of valuable information regarding trading. Through this channel, we provide access to our tools, the Golden Bot powered by AI, which delivers 50 to 100 signals per day with an accuracy of approximately 80% plus. A VIP channel where you'll not only receive signals but also detailed analysis of each trade, along with exclusive educational materials. Additionally, we have a premium channel where our core team offers support to help individuals become independent, successful traders. If you prefer not to learn or trade yourself, you can join copy trading and automatically copy our trades. In general, you'll find useful content, and we regularly hold contests and tournaments for our most active subscribers. Subscribe to our Telegram channel, and we wish you good luck and profit.